one day see my
You said you want to see my ugly face. I don't know why.
Jari gora na hoto tobe ki hoito kemone dori tambe. Jari gora na hoto tobe ki hoito kemone tambe. Radha Rama hima prema rasa sima. Radha Rama hima prema rasa sima jagate janata ke. Radha Rama hima prema rasa sima jagate janata ke. Madhura vrinda vipinna madhuri pravesha chaturi sara. Madhura vrinda vipinna madhuri pravesha chaturi sara. Para jajuvati bhavera bhakati. Jajuvati bhavera bhakati. Para jajuvati bhavera bhakati shakati hoy tukara. Para jajuvati bhavera bhakati shakati hoy tukara. Kao punna punna gorangera gunna sarala koriyamana. Kao punna punna gorangera gunna sarala koriyamana. E bhava sagare mana doyala. E bhava sagare mana doyala na dekhi ekajana. Goranga boliya nagenu boliya kemone dharinu re. Goranga boliya nagenu boliya kemone dharinu re. Basura hiya pashanariya. Basura hiya pashanariya kemone goriyate. Jadi gora na hoto tabe ki hoito kemone dori tambe. Jadi gora na hoto tabe ki hoito kemone dori tambe. Radha Rama hima prema rasa sima jagate janata ke. Radha Rama hima prema rasa sima jagate janata ke. Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari. Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari, Jaya Gaura Hari. Jaya Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari. Yes, Krishna Kanta Devidasi, all yours. What you like to sing and what is in the yellow songbook. Remember, it doesn't have all our songs in it.
The old yellow book.
Yes.
What did you say?
Gai Gora Madhur Sware. I also don't know the page in,
132.
but I do know the first verse off by heart.
Reading, how do you go? Page.
132. I didn't hear.
Gai Gora Madhusware.
Gai Gora Madhur Sware. Gai Gora Madhur Sware. Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Grihe tako vani tako, sada Hari bole rako. Sukhe dukhe bolo nako, varane Hari naam koro re. Jai Gora Madhusare, Jai Gora Madhusare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Maya jale baroye, acho miche kajaloye. Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Then Tungarasa Devirasi, you are next in line. We sang, he sang, we sang, he sang, she sang. You sang not. You sang not. You sang not. What about the next one? Kabe Gauravane Surabhumi Tante Harare Krishna.
Anybody can play Mridanga?
No.
I can't write it. Look, it's makes it difficult.
Haradhe Krishna Bole.
Kabe Gauravane Surabhumi Tante Harare Krishna.
Sandiya Veda Bodhe Sukha
chant in Gaura. In Gaura forest on the Ganges banks, the holy names Radha and Krishna, renouncing all the body's joys, and drenched with all the tears I wept amidst the herbs beneath a tree. Acha. When at some outcast's home shall I give up all thoughts of caste, and beg to share with him humble prasadam, and drink the water of the Saraswati river. Along the banks, my voice choked with my ecstasy, I will chant Krishna in great delight. And when will I bow down before a resident of the holy Dham and beg from him a drop of mercy? When, oh when, will I smear my body with the dust from a Vaishnava's holy feet and wear the mendicant's cloth? Then I shall see no difference between the forest of Gaura and Braja, and I will be transformed into a resident of the Dham. The true nature of the Lord's abode will manifest itself to my eyes, and I will become a maidservant of Srimati Radharani. That's a high song. Just see. Hare Krishna. All right, so let's read. Oh, you want to sing something more? We'll have a short reading from Golden Volcano. We are reading from Golden Volcano. And we won't be late because Prasad will be ready and we've got our travelers who've arrived. Now the offering is on. And everybody here is very busy because tomorrow we hear rumor of a festival. So we know what it's like to get ready for a festival. Hare Krishna. And in these few days I've been here, by the way, quite a transformation. That big room, this area, you can see they put down entirely new flooring. They've taken everything out and then having to put everything back and new windows and the workers have been here, and I think today is their last day. I think tomorrow they're not coming, but the workers have been here, And I have to say, what nationality are they? I think they're Latvians or something. But they've been working very hard. And we see that they're doing it conscientiously. They're not being like lazy about doing the work. They're quite like busy. And they're polite. They say good morning. Haven't got them to say Hare Krishna yet, but they're saying good.
They liked it here. They were happy.
Yeah, they seem to be happy here. I mean, it is a bit different from the normal house you go into, isn't it? Or the normal office or wherever they do their work. All right. So we are reading from the Golden Volcano of Divine Love, or Divine Lava, either way. And this is the regular reading right now. In the morning, reading from Revealed Truth by Srila Gurudev, Srila Govinda Maharaj, and from Chaitanya Charitamrita with the purports by Srila Prabhupada, and in the evening, reading the Golden Volcano of Divine Love by Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Sridhar Maharaj. Okay, now we are at the heading. The heading is Krishna, I shall teach you a lesson. So Jai Srila Guru Maharaj ki Jai, Golden Volcano of Divine Love ki Jai. So, okay, so Srila Guru Maharaj talking. Once, Srila Gaur Kishore Das Babaji Maharaj, the spiritual master of Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, was going through the town of Navadip, begging a little rice from different houses. The village people sometimes attack or insult devotees. And as he was going to his quarters, they did not spare even such an exalted soul as Babaji Maharaj. Some boys were pelting him with stones and throwing dirt at him. And he remarked, Krishna, you are cruelly dealing with me. I shall complain to your mother, Jashoda, about you. That was his outlook. And in that way, he harmonized everything. We should learn to see Krishna in anything that comes to disturb or attack us. In philosophical calculation, of course, without God's will, nothing can happen. But in a concrete way, a devotee sees, oh Krishna, you are backing these children. You are disturbing me, and I shall teach you a lesson. I know how to deal with you. I shall complain to Mother Jashoda, and she will chastise you. Then Srila Guru Maharaj continuing. The advanced devotees are established in the consciousness that Krishna is behind everything, and they take everything in that way. This attitude is our beacon light, for it will guide us to adjust ourselves with those things that are apparently unfavorable to us. A sweet adjustment is found there. And so we are advised to be more tolerant than a tree. So we are in the section. Guru Maharaj is giving the illumination on Chinadapi Sunichina Taroriva Seshnana. So a sweet adjustment is found there, and so we are advised to be what? More tolerant than a tree, correct? We may not give any opposition. But still, opposition will come to disturb us. And we must forbear. The tree is not giving any opposition, but still come to disturb the tree. And in Australia, I saw evil-looking machines, really evil, with these big, big machines. They grab the tree and pull the whole tree out of the ground, and then with one machine they chop the thing up. Oh, it looked absolutely evil. And Karunamoy, Prabhu. Karunamoy, he's from Tonga, or one of those islands out there. And he very clearly, he says about all the trees, when this is happening, the whole forest knows it's happening. The trees are all telling each other. And the trees, they are standing there in this nasty, ugliest machine you ever saw, coming in, just grasping the tree, pulling it out of the ground, tipping it on its side and chopping it up. Evil. Who designs these things?
You know, I heard a talk, Srila Guru Maharaj was...
Little louder, we can't hear you.
I heard one talk, and a devotee was saying, we feel so, so compassionate toward the people of the West. And, that everyone's suffering so much in the West. And Guru Maharaj said, why only the people? What about the trees? He said, Manu is weeping for the trees. So,
and the animals.
And the animals and everyone.
Everyone loves their dogs. Slaughters the cows, which are more sweet than the dogs. And no cows, their nature is wonderful. Hare Krishna. So we may not give any opposition. Still, opposition will come to disturb us, and we must forbear. And we must show our respect to others. Prestige is the greatest and most subtle energy of the devotee. Oh, what? Subtle enemy of the devotee of Krishna. You have to be a proof listener for when we give the wrong words. Prestige is the greatest and most subtle enemy of the devotee of Krishna. Pride is the worst enemy for the devotee of Krishna. And pride ultimately takes one to the conclusion of the Mayavadis, the monists. They say, Soham, I am. Not Dasoham, I am subordinate. But I am the supreme element. I am that. I am he. And by the way, in India, when people say like this to us, in the West they don't really say so much, but in India, people say like this, and it just looks so strange. How can you be the creator of all of this? How can you be anything? You don't know what's happening in the next room, and you say you are that. It's like almost childish, but you've got we've seen that kind of person who trying to argue with them. And then when they try to argue and they've got that there's no argument. Just kind of, it's wonderful, carry on. But it's just so childish.
Srila Prabhupada used to say, then stop your hair from growing.
Did he say that? So Srila is saying, Srila Prabhupada said, so stop your hair from growing.
So that little thing, just start with that. You think you're the supreme, but just do that little thing, just stop your hair from growing.
Hare Krishna. So they say, I am of the supreme element. I am that. I am he. Eliminating from their consideration the fact that we are tiny and suffering in misery. All these practical things are ignored by the Mayavadis, the impersonalists. But position or ego, pratishta, is our worst enemy. In this verse we are advised to deal with prestige and position in a special way. So when it's our worst enemy, how are we advised to deal with it? Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says, you must not desire respect from anyone or even from the environment itself. At the same time, you must give prestige to everyone and everything in the environment according to its position. Show respect, but do not desire any respect from outside. So that was all what Mahaprabhu says. Now Srila Guru Maharaj saying, he said that, but Srila Guru Maharaj saying in his own words, we must be very particular about this, because pride is our hidden enemy, our worst enemy. If we can somehow avoid or conquer this enemy, we will be able to enter into the slave area of Krishna and join those who have given their lives wholesale in sacrifice to him. The general meaning of this verse is, quote, never seek position or prestige from any quarter. At the same time, give honor to one and all according to your understanding. Anyway. Okay, any question?
I do think it's wonderful that the Lord seems to always arrange some attack on pride. Right? There's always somebody to sort of like try to pull that out of you, and I mean, it's always painful, but it's so, I just feel like that's proof of the Lord's dealings with us, that all those things that are so painful and such a big burden, gradually he's arranging that those things are going to be like challenged. And I find that like miraculous, even though it's going to be a long way in my case, because I'm just, ridiculous. But you see it happening, that all those things that are so like important to us, they're getting always hammered. And I don't know, I find that very charming. Well, not at the moment, but later on. In retrospect.
Saying that the Lord doesn't tolerate any pride in his devotee. I don't think you can successfully run with this. You need 2 microphones or something. You're going to.
Well, the kitchen is listening, and.
Oh, the kitchen is listening. Oh, and is there anyone in the kitchen?
Yes.
Or is it only the kitchen that's listening? Make a sound if you can hear us, kitchen. Okay, the kitchen's listening. Jai. Gaura Hari, Gaura Hari. Govinda, Govinda. Anyway, this is our reading for today, because now Guru Maharaj is going to go into he's going to be explaining more things, but he's going to go into an incident which is going to go on. So, for this evening, a shorter evening program, we've got devotees who've travelled and have not yet had prasadam, and Srila Gurudev and Srila Guru Maharaj would both want to have prasadam, and have you got your room? Have you got prasadam? And when now Gurudev will hear no and no, then he won't be very happy. So we're going to end here today, and tomorrow we'll catch up with more things, double, triple, quadruple, however many times more, full house of devotees, congregational chanting, the very Yuga Dharma. All right, so we're going to rectify this. Have you got your accommodation and have you got your prasadam situation for the devotees? With a mini Hari Haraya Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha. So just 4 verses, the first 4 verses, yeah, short. They need to eat. Gopal Govinda Ram Shri Madhusudan Girari Gopinath Madana Mohan Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Vidasi. Okay, your try. Mini.
Jai, Jai Sparika Shishi, Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giriraj Ju Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Srila Bhakti Sundar Govindadev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Jai Om Vishnupad Paramahamsa Srila Bhakti Rakak Sri Dardev Goswami Maharaj Ki Jai. Shri Rupanuga Guru Varga Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Ki Jai. Chaitanya Saraswat Mat West London Ki Jai. Adivas Maha Mahotsav Ki Jai. Shrimati Tulsi Devi Ki Jai. Kolkartal Ki Jai. Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Shri Chaitanya Saraswat Mat Acharya Vrinda Ki Jai. Srila Bhakti Ranjan Madhusudan Maharaj Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. The Italian devotees, yummy, delicious, wonderful Ki Jai. And Keshvananda Prabhu's arrival also Ki Jai. And all the devotees and the wonderful gardener and Haribol.
Nitai go, Premanandi.
Haribol. Hare Krishna.
What mantra are we supposed to chant? After we do it, when we bow and say, what does everybody say?
Banchako.
Vande Vajakalpe.
I don't know.
Anjakalping.
Oh, you can yeah.
Or what?
Or sometimes just in India, everybody gets cold bones.